introduction.
Steph Locone, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. In the third quarter, you really went off. When you go off like that, why does it happen? And I know you're going to say the shots begin to fall. So I'm asking, why did the shots begin to fall?
Steph is going to Steph, all right?
He's going to Steph, right?
Yeah.
Is it that you're feeling it? Do you go into another zone? What happens at that time?
We just, it's all about our ball movement. And the way that they've been defending, you know, it's hard to kind of get a rhythm if you don't move the ball and don't play with aggression and decisiveness. And I think we were able to do that. We set great screens. We moved the ball from side to side. And, you know, when I get open shots, that's the game plan. I mean, obviously, I'm going to have to make them, but we didn't have to force anything. And so that was our brand of basketball.
Rachel Nichols from ESPN. Steph, can you describe exactly what that elbow looks like right now? And also whether, as you're leaping over the row of people, at what point did you think, maybe this isn't such a good idea?
Yeah, only reason I dove was because I saw, I don't know if it was Sean or Andre, I can't remember which one it was at the top of the key, so I figured if I could get my hand on it and sling it to him, he'd have a wide open layup. But obviously, one step too many and went over, so thankfully I came out of it all right. The elbow's fine. It looks like it has a tennis ball on top of it, but doesn't affect range of motion or anything. It's just, you know, just some pain, so I'll be all right.
Did they say whether you have to get it drained?
Something I have to just pay attention to the next, 48 hours until we leave for OKC. If the swelling goes down, then I should be all right. But I think that's kind of not as invasive a procedure if necessary. So either way, I'll be fine.
Scott Howard Cooper from NBA TV on the aisle on your left. Steph, you gave Serge Ibaka a quick head fake as he came running by. You hit the three. What'd you say to him after?
Absolutely nothing.
Steph, what did you hit with your elbow? Do you know? Did you hit a person? Did you hit the ground?
I think there's that kind of metal first row kind of platform. I missed the first row and then didn't get quite all the way to that next row. So thankfully, I haven't seen any video or anything, so I don't know how much the fans helped me have a soft landing.
I don't think they did.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So.
Surprised nobody caught him.
And Steph, I'm sorry. Right before the big flurry in third quarter, you fell down. Looked like you wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Were pretty upset. Is that kind of what bled over to what happened next? Did you get a little fired up?
I actually hit my elbow again.
Yep.
So I was just frustrated about that. I mean, obviously I wanted a foul call, but I slid and did the same thing. So. It's kind of, I know probably Festus had this happen to any player. When you get an injury or something happens, it's usually a magnet for another hit and another bang, and that was very true tonight.
Jeff Ferrato, Bay Area News Group. Festus, the bench, I think, contributed just 16 points on Monday, and you guys had 50 tonight. Can you talk about sort of how motivated you guys were to support the starters a little bit more than a couple of nights ago? What got into you? And also, Steph, can you talk about what the bench did for you guys tonight?
Game one was definitely not our game one was not our best game. We came in with a better focus tonight. The bench did. I mean, Andre was big for us tonight defensively, especially on KD. And you know, most spaces he's going to do what he does, more buckets. So the bench was huge for us. Barbosa, Sean, everybody came in. They contributed. You know, even when I got in foul trouble, Bogues was in foul trouble as well, and Varejao came in. You know, in the first quarter. So everybody contributed tonight. It's a whole total team effort, better focus than we had game one, and we just hope to continue that focus.
Festus over here, Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. This bleeds into a little bit to your last answer, which was about the bench. This one about the matchup of bigs seems like it went a lot better for the Warriors tonight than it did in game one. How focused were you guys on stepping up the intensity and kind of turning around that matchup inside?
Their bigs are there. I mean, that's a big part of their game. Is, you know, they rebound very well. They're very athletic. They're long on the defensive end. They double team him and then they move their feet pretty well. So we had to do a better job tonight of, you know, moving the ball, making them play defense. You know, I think in game one we did a lot of ISO, when we saw a big man, and that's not our game. That's not our brand of basketball. We're kind of playing to their hands in that way. So we just had a better focus tonight in playing our brand of basketball.
Myron Patton Fox in Oklahoma City, you kind of hit on some of that. What about the rebounding? You out-rebounded by 9. Nobody really had a great individual rebounding, but a bunch of you guys got rebounds tonight. Was that just the fact that you guys were down the series, or the fact that maybe they're the best rebounding team in the league?
No, I mean that's what we have to do. We have to team rebound. They are, like I said, they're great on the boards. That's their strong point, and that's a great emphasis for this series. So we have to do a good job of rebounding as a team. We just have to hit bodies and go get the ball as a team. So it's something that we have to focus on every game.
Antonio Harvey, Sacramento Observer. Festus, Coach Kerr said, you guys probably needed that little fear, coming into this game. How did you and the rest of the team, perceive this coming in? Was it, hey, we just need to get the win. We're not worried about the, fear.
I'm sorry, the first part I didn't get that.
I'm sorry. Coach Kerr says the team probably need a little fear coming into game 2. How did you and the rest of the Warriors perceive that?
I mean, there is always appropriate fear with this team. They are, they're the third best team in the West in the regular season, and they have 2 of the best players in the league, 2 of some of the best players in the league. So there is appropriate fear. I don't think that was the problem. I think that we lost focus on what it is that we do. Our mantra is just us, and that's what we do every night. We focus on what we have to do every night. So we lost focus in game 1. I think we came in with a better focus, and we know that they're a very tough team. It's going to be a battle the rest of the series for sure. We just have to keep focusing on what we do and playing the right way, and hopefully it works out in our favor.
Steph, as great as you were at the end of your first game back after the injury to the wrist, was tonight the night that you felt most in rhythm the entire night? And how do you sort of feel that coming back now that it's been a few games of getting your legs back and your rhythm back?
I think my rhythm's fine. It's just, obviously, last game started off pretty well. Just like Fez said, we as a group and myself individually got a little rushed and lost focus and composure a little bit in game 1. Tonight started off, with a nice punch and was able to sustain it throughout the course of the game. Whether I was scoring or not, just being able to move from side to side and be a threat and do what I need to do to try to create space for my teammates and try to make plays. So, when I get open shots, obviously the confidence is there to knock them down. And it's been like that since I've been back. And my body's, obviously catching up, and I think I'm there.
Steph, Brian Brinkley, KFOR, Oklahoma City. Talk about your defense. Did you feel like it was more active tonight? They didn't have anyone in double figures besides KD and Russ, and you created a lot of turnovers tonight as well.
I think Draymond talked about last game. I mean, everybody not named KD and Russ had a pretty, solid impact on the game in game 1, which was the difference. And we know our schemes and how we're going to face, those 2 guys with how much they have the ball in their hands and how much we have to make those reads and those decisions. But we were just on a string, I think, the entire game. We had one slip up in the second quarter where we gave up too many transition, points off turnovers and not communicating in transition in those situations. But in the half-court offense, our defense was pretty good, just trying to force them into tough shots. Staying in front of them, Festus, the big guys, challenging them at the rim, and getting rebounds. Which, if you don't give them second chance opportunities, we hope that we can control that end of the floor.
Steph, Jeff from the World Journal. After game 1, you said it gave an opportunity to come back. How did you guys do this? Because you scored 17 points in the third quarter.
I mean, the only challenge and opportunity we have is the one right in front of us. So after game 1, we were obviously disappointed, but we knew the chance for us to leave Oracle, go to Oklahoma City with a 1-1 split was right there, and we had to go out and take the game, and we were able to execute that tonight. The same mentality like it is every playoff series every year. Every game is different. So game 3 is going to be another just dogfight that we have to be ready for from the jump. It's especially in a an environment like they have down in OKC. So we'll be ready. I like where our focus is, and we just have to go out and play hard and play with that same kind of spirit we did tonight.
Great, thank you. No practice for us tomorrow. Practice Friday at 10:30.